Oh yeah, right into it. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it.
Thanks
Joe.
for tuning in, y'all.
I love you.
Many of you,
Yo,
I've
the
been
kicks,
playing
he's got the
games as long
PlayStations
as I
on.
can remember. They're a core part of what makes me.
I didn't know Joe had shoe
I
game.
believe there's this deeply rooted, often unstated mission of games to keep adventure alive. In 2014, Bungie set out to start a new adventure. Heroes
You guys know
awakened
Luke's a big
on
collector,
desolate
right?
planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us.
His stash looks
Over the
good.
years, our heroes would shape a story far greater
I
than
can't rock a
anything we could
stash
have
like that.
imagined.
Maybe I'll do it.
Players would explore
One time.
deep into the depths of Venus, hunting a machine god that controlled time itself. They'd invent ways to combine their mythic weaponry and their paracausal abilities to stand alone against monsters
should I
that
do the
took
stash?
others, an entire elite squad. They'd race alongside their friends far into the early morning into halls of an ancient city where only a select few emerged victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon. But most importantly, they bring their friends and their family into this world.
These
and
cut,
together
dude, these
make
commercials
new
were
faces
dope.
on this adventure who would become lifelong companions. Now, together, we approach the final shape.
Yes, we do.
We're about to embark on the last expedition of Destiny's first saga.
First
So
saga.
let's be clear about the
First.
stakes. In the final shape, you will go inside the Traveler.
He said
The
first.
journey will be difficult. And what awaits you on the other side of this trek is nothing less than the deadliest entity we have ever faced. There will be no open betas. There aren't going to be any guides on the internet telling you how to handle what's to come.
Sure there
Whether
will.
you've been with us from the beginning,
I'll put the guide out.
joined us somewhere along the road, or are looking at Destiny for the first time, anybody who shows up on launch day is going to be greeted with this same uncharted world.
Yeah.
A vacuum-sealed experience, begging for you to be the first person to peel it open. So today is your invitation to go forth and adventure.
Yo, the pitch. This guy could sell a pen. Here it is.
After all these years,
Oh?
we never talked about it.
Wait, you knew?
Why I brought you back.
Oh my God. Is that the old tower?
Why you were chosen.
We got spacesuits. Yep, Sunbracer Warlock down.
The truth is, I didn't know then.
Of course the Gallahorn's
It was
there.
just a feeling.
A Hunter's cheating. Is that the Warlock
But I
again?
know now.
Warlock, learn how to
All
mantle.
we've seen,
Gade,
all we've lost.
it's the Avengers on your left. It's
This
happening.
fight might be our last. So I'm asking you
It's happening.
one last time
What is that?
to rise.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, this shit's kind of cold. Yo, did I just have an axe in my hand? Did I just have an axe in my hand? 227.24, pre-order now. Swipe the cards, man. Pre-order.
This is a momentous time in Destiny history.
I get
We've been
an
building
axe.
to this moment for the last 10 years.
New Void Super.
The final shape is the conclusion to that journey. This is a moment in gaming that, as a developer, you just don't get very often.
I gotta move my
Guardians
camera.
and allies are fighting the biggest threat that the
'Cause of the
universe
names.
has ever seen in this big culmination of the Light and Darkness saga.
I thought it was a broken shield.
When we were thinking of what the final shape could be, it had to be a lot of different things. It needs to pay off.
Why are they
this
rezzing us, though?
epic confrontation with the Witness that we've been setting up for years. It has to bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you feel nostalgic.
What's
for
up with Bungie
entire
having the
journey
fresh
you've been
shoes on? You know he's got a fresh pair of shoes on too.
When we were resurrected by ghosts at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why.
You probably
But it
got
was so
smoked
that
going into the
the
tower.
Traveler is
You're right.
asking
You're right.
us
You're
for
right.
help.
Or the traveler. Yeah.
And it's our responsibility.
Yo, nice
to
kick,
protect
dude. They all got nice kicks
every living
on.
thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
When we first start the final shape, we are finally able to go through the portal that the Witness opened in
Yep.
the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
Inside is the pale heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
What is
The
that?
Witness has the darkness. It has always had a connection to it.
Look
the pale
at
heart of
that.
the Traveler is what it's trying to use to gain connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack of purpose, no meaning.
What the
It
hell?
wants to fix all that. So
That's
it's
Queen's Walk
trying
on
to put
crack.
the universe into this frozen perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
Come on, Warlock.
If we're going to defeat the Witness, it's going to take everyone.
Yeah.
Failure is not an option.
We're gonna need the Vanguard,
Warlocks,
all
get
of
up.
our allies, and all the Guardians
the
to rally
shield,
together
what is that?
and be brave in the face of oblivion.
It was
In
a
the
shield
final
and turned
shape,
into an axe.
We're going to answer questions at the grandest scale. But what I find really interesting is that it's also a very personal journey where we deepen our relationships with these characters that we've known for so long. Zavala, Ikora, our ghost, get to reconnect with Cade 6. So, like,
Ads are tough,
while
Chad.
there's this great conflict.
I played the ads
everything
before it
going on
started.
around us,
I
the
don't
stakes
tell you.
of just unimaginable heights. It's still at the end a story told around campfires by a bunch of companions who have been fighting together for hundreds of years.
This is the old
In the
tower.
final shape, we're going through the portal that the Witness has opened up to confront it and stop the final shape. Inside the Traveler is this infinite, vast, unknowable. And we're landing on the Pale Heart, which is a fraction of really what is inside the Traveler.
Pre-alpha footage.
The Pale Heart is weird. It's a little strange. It makes you feel a bit uncomfortable.
What the?
And it is also just so cool and artistic in
Dude, it's
the
like
best
puzzles.
way.
The Witness entered well ahead of any Guardians, and so it's had time to kind of shape what's there. When our Guardian enters, the rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
It's all our
This
memories.
is the Traveler recreating the world in front of you as it saw on your journey.
One of the most memorable locales from Destiny's past is the D1 Tower. It's really a labor of love from the Destiny team.
So it's
The
just
final shape means
memories.
so much to everyone who's building it, and I think players are really going to be able to see that.
The Pale Heart is our very first linear destination that we've ever done. I would love it if players felt that they began their journey in a place of safety and feel it escalate in danger, in surrealness.
What is that?
Because there is this beautiful evolution of the space.
What
They
is that at the
see
top?
Things that are more and more wrong as they begin to go towards the Witness's monolith. It's kind of this omnipresent, foreboding thing
That's what
off
it
in the
is.
distance.
That's
The
crazy.
weirdest things happen as you get closer to the monolith in the form of reshaping. Kind of like deconstructing things and putting them back together just wrong.
The sense of scale you get out there, like as you're exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped cuboids of Earth, you feel tiny as a Guardian. You feel alone. You feel like you are not the force to be reckoned with that you have been. You're not the God Slayer right now. You're just this little person jumping from these massive pieces to massive pieces.
One of the things that we really tried to also capture is that the Witness keeps throwing everything it has at you.
Oh,
and
we're
so
going down again.
To fight these new enemies, the Subjugators.
The Subjugators.
New
enemies.
Are the new unit you're going to be facing in the final shape.
Oh shit! They got powers.
They have an enhanced power set. They're performing stasis powers and strand powers.
Of course they are.
Well, in support of all the other enemies you're fighting too.
They bring something entirely new to the battlefield.
They can suspend us and destroy us.
They're back there pinging away with stasis abilities, throwing crystals at you, freezing you in place.
Freezing us.
Tangling you up.
Great.
We're focusing you on
We needed that.
the campaign.
Champions are getting old.
It's the most important thing in the universe
Yeah.
at that moment.
The campaign,
You have
the
to
story.
stop the final shape from happening.
And for that, we do need the help with our allies. And so we're going to make sure that the core Vanguard team gets back together. Zavala and Ikora and Cade.
The campaign is just the start of the Pale Heart. After you've reached the monolith and finished the campaign, we open up the entire destination. And so the entire Pale Heart is going to react to you and what you are doing.
What? Like some interactive stuff?
The campaign in the final shape doesn't really end with the final mission. The raids are where you defeat like the big bosses. So it's only natural that
Raids, bosses?
when you are going to confront the Witness, you're going to do that in the raid.
They
But
just confirmed that.
might not be enough. This is a moment where we need to rally all Guardians to be able to overcome the final shape and the Witness.
They said it might not be enough in the raid.
In the final shape, we are inside the Traveler, very close to this energy. This allows us to have new supers, Arc, Solar, Void.
We want to create something that turns you into an offensive powerhouse, but also can benefit your allies in a support capacity. There is this thread of team play and like working with your friends.
Trying to put the
overcome
camera
the
so I don't
odds.
block names. Dude, the axe. What
The
is
Warlock
that?
Super is this ultimate expression of solar energy coursing through your Guardian. This Solar Warlock Super is a callback to Radiance from D1.
Other than Golden Gun, this is the only other first-person super in Destiny right now. Your melee's
Wait a minute.
all these projectiles going off, doubling the amount of projectiles.
Radiance.
Your grenade almost being sentient as it searches around, and then it hits a character and bounces off and goes to another one. And you're so overflowing.
Not self-res,
with this
chat.
energy
It's
that
like
you
Touch
are
of
also
Flame.
giving it to your allies, allowing them to
Radiant.
have their
You
solar
just pop
weapons
Radiant like
supercharged,
D1.
applying Scorch when they're shooting.
The new Solar Warlock aspect. When I cast my Rift, it is going to create this little solar soul that when it sees an enemy, it launches part of itself out and hits the enemy and explodes and scorches them.
It just feels very alive.
That's pretty cool.
Twilight Arsenal.
What is that?
It's a layered super.
This is the only ranged one-off offensive super for Titans in the game.
We
The
get a
Titan
one-off!
Jumps up into the air, summons this giant void axe.
Yes!
Throws it, summons another one, throws it,
Two!
summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies,
Three!
throws it.
I
And
get-
when
oh
these
my-
axes fly through the air, they stick into the ground.
Where's my
where an
wallet?
enemy- do
Where
the void
is my
gravity
wallet?
thing where they suck
Take
a
my
bunch of
money!
energy and enemies in and then explode. But that doesn't destroy the axe. The axe sticks around, and you and your allies can go and pick up that
Oh,
axe and start
hell
railing
no.
enemies with it.
This super is insane to me.
The Void
Dude!
Titan aspect, I press and hold my
We share
grenade
the
button
axe.
to consume my grenade and turn it into the shield. The more damage it takes, the more it charges up, and then I can
Boom.
release that, and it creates this blast that deals massive damage.
Ah, dude, Titans are gonna be busted.
the Hunter Arc Super.
Arc is all about finding the shortest distance between
No
two
shot,
points.
it's
A hunter
Blade
kind of rears
Dancer.
back, takes this knife and throws it across the world, and then is able to blink to its position.
It's
do the
Blade
slash that
Dancer
just decimates anyone
juiced.
nearby.
One really great thing about that is not just you do it once, but you're able to do it 3 times.
3
along
times.
with devastating attacks each time you do it.
The hunter has an aspect. We take our staff, we twirl it in the air, which propels us upward. It creates this burst, which amplifies you and any allies near you.
It almost makes it feel like you're playing a fighting game, right? Like these combos that you're chaining together to do these different moves.
That's
It kind of,
crazy.
takes that sandbox to the next level.
The more aspects we have, the more capable we are to do that.
It feels like you're like riding the lightning, you know? Like that instantaneous, like...
I still think the Titan got the best one. Titan got the best.
I like it, I like it.
I'm gonna be throwing axes
Weapons team's been
everywhere.
working on all sorts of goodness. We've got exotics, we've got legendaries, we've got perks. We're always cooking up stuff. We're always playing with stuff that we think is like really interesting or taking inspiration. We have Tessellation, which is this exotic pyramid fusion rifle. It has the really intriguing property of
That's the
adapting
pre-order.
your Guardian's current damage type.
This will be the first time that you can run a weapon that can adapt to be strand or stasis in the energy slot. So you'll be able to run an entirely strand
what?
or entirely stasis loadout. Tessellation has the additional property that you can special reload to reshape your grenade and suck it into the weapon, and then fire out a super destructive single projectile.
All right, that's cool.
Special weapon.
What's the one
He said
specific
suck.
exotic
I got
that
lost.
can make that's like really zany that you would like right now?
What if Golden Gun was a sniper rifle?
What if you could harness the might of the Traveler? You know, we had a moment where we saw that Traveler beam cutscene. I know
You can use
people
your
on weapons
grenade
were, "I kinda
to
want
make
that."
the gun
You're like,
stronger.
that is incredibly dope.
So we've got this opportunity to bring back these iconic Destiny 1 weapons, but really turn it into something that feels
Is that
unique
Dragon's
in
Breath?
Destiny 2.
We have to bring Kvatstov into the fold.
The Red Death exotic pulse rifle.
And Dragon's Breath.
Red Death
Burn the world, burn it all.
and Dragon's Breath.
In the final shape, we have new weapon subfamilies coming, broadening what existing weapons can be.
Really like bordering on exotic functionality. So for example, we've got a rocket pistol sidearm subfamily. We always liked the
A rocket
special ammo
pistol?
sidearms. This fires tiny, slow-moving rockets. They hit very hard, do a bit of AoE damage.
Oh,
They
that's
have
cool.
A mixture of regular weapon
That's
and
new
rocket
gun.
launcher stats. We're also doing a new support weapon subfamily.
The support frame auto rifle is a type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you switch seamlessly from firing at enemies to healing your allies. I'm really excited to bring it to dungeons and keep my team alive, honestly.
I mean, that's kind of, I mean, it's different. It's new. At
Weapons
least it's
team is
new.
always coming up with new ideas. We've got a ton of new cool stuff coming over the next few years, and some new and
Years.
really wild ideas, which
Years.
I'm pretty excited about.
Years. He said years.
Come on, take a load off. We've got a lot to cover. This place is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me, so... I'm back!
A homie.
Hey, you two, give me a sec. I was magnificent. This is great. Anyone want a hug? Get your rock
Off my
the map.
table.
Worst
Off my
case
map.
scenario,
I
you
fucked
die,
it up
but
again.
Who knows? Maybe you won't. Well, better get back to it.
He's gonna be like our guide.
In this moment where we're driving to the end of the Light and Darkness saga, it's great to see Cade like return to this world at this moment with all this change about to culminate with this confrontation with the long-standing enemy, the Witness.
Cade is the quintessential hunter. His presence casts such a long shadow over the story of Destiny, whether it was when he was alive or when he was
What's gonna
dead.
happen?
What Cade goes through in this journey, how he serves as a catalyst for the other characters, the events that are uncovered to have brought him back. This is how the story had to end. There was no end to the Light and Darkness saga that didn't have Cade here alongside his friends to finish the job.
Once we started digging into the nature of the Pale Heart. I think that crystallized Cade's role as a guide. Cade is Virgil, and he's our guide through this other place. Cade is the one who is the most appropriate person to be the guide, because that's his job. That's always been his job. It just feels so natural for Nathan to be back in the booth. It felt amazing to just see him slip back into the role, like, without missing a beat.
Right, instantly.
In the flesh, or metal, as it were.
Cade's the glue that's always held Zavala
So is he
and
with us or
Ikora
not?
together. Having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora, having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cade's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that group. I think is going to be great for them.
Well, at least we have each other.
We want people to take away that sense of reunion and that
So it's like
idea
a
of,
vision that's
the
with us.
gang being back together for this moment.
I'm here now. Wherever the hell here is.
It looks crazy. The Traveler made the path.
Guardian, the Witness poses a dire threat. And the Witch Queen holds the answers we
This is this season.
But only if we contend with her sister, Xivu Araf.
Maybe not.
It rests with me. Will you come back from this? Do not be afraid.
She's nuts. Oh. Wait a minute!
Bring me your tithes.
What?
You now wield hive magic. And
She's
have
crazy.
enchanted with your light. Assault
Oh,
the
what was
Spire
that?
Guardian. And open the way to our tithes.
I want that gun.
Let them know.
Was that a moth gun? Do we get payback? Chat, I think we just shot a moth.
And they do whisper. Fight in my name, Guardian. Every opponent you defeat strengthens me.
Okay.
My appetite rises for your brutal trinkets. Let us show her what it is to be Hive.
What is this?
You have found the horn of battle! You are deserving of the greatest death I can bestow.
Season of the Witch. November 28th. Damn.
The Season of the Witch is our opportunity as players. We've been annihilating and breaking Hive spells.
I was
and
not
now we finally
expecting
get to
that.
cast them.
At the end of Season of the Deep, we learn that Savathun has the key to getting into the portal that we need to go into. That means
Yeah.
we have to go find Imaru, her ghost. Imaru's like, not so fast. We've got a bigger problem first. And that bigger problem's name is Xivu Araf. If we fight her, she only gets stronger. Eris has an idea. It's a really
good
It's a wild ass idea, yeah. She determines like, well, the best way to fight fire is with fire. We are channeling all of that energy that we're creating by going through, by eliminating enemies, and we're tithing to our friend Eris.
Bring me your tithes.
What does she transform
player
into?
to kind of like be like Savathun. And that's where we went down the path of having Hive Eris. We wanted to extend that magical fantasy.
Did
into the
anyone know
player,
that she had the
that
powers
ability
like
to have
this?
Overwhelming magical power, that risk and reward into all of our activities and systems experiences. And so that's what led us to come up with things like Deck of Whispers.
Deck of Whispers?
It's this magical deck of cards that creates amazing synergies with your buildcraft meta and with buffs and the activities.
They can then choose these cards at will, whichever ones they want, and then that really leans into the build crafting.
You actually are getting cards that you can then use to place on the battlefield and change the way you play.
I'm such a sucker for deck building.
What?
Like being able to like bring that element into Destiny gameplay has just been like, oh, chess is
it's
really
super
fun.
So we've got 2 brand new seasonal activities coming with Season of the Witch.
2?
We've got Altars of Summoning and Savathun's Spire.
Savathun's Spire is our new 3-player offensive. You're doing a lot more with the Lucent Hive magic.
Okay.
It's got a high amount of combatant density. It's got additional random encounters that you can come across.
Random.
The Witch's Spire itself, Savathun's Spire, was like her reliquary.
Did he say
for all these different
random?
Magical experiments as she was learning the light. You're there in order to learn as much as you can in order to become a master spellcaster, right? To become like Savathun. The Altar of Summonings activity is really exciting because you can spend like 20 minutes in it or you can spend 2 hours in it.
It's a 3-player experience that you can hop in and hop out of. As you're going through this activity, you're filling the tithing bucket. As that tithing bucket is filled up, you'll get progressively more rewards. And then finally at the end, it'll cash out and you'll get a whole mess of rewards.
Okay.
We really wanted to make sure that there was a home for any exotic mission content coming in seasons after the year has passed. And so we developed what we're calling the Exotic Mission Rotator.
Right away, we're getting Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph Shield.
This is some of the most fun content the team has making. It's some of the content the fans and players of Destiny
Give us
love
the
most.
juice.
The most exciting thing, outside of just the missions themselves, is that every time we put a mission inside of that rotator, the exotic that comes alongside of it will become craftable.
Okay. Okay.
With Season of the Witch, we have a brand new Vex lo-fi PvP map coming. It's really exciting. It's got a bunch of really tight gameplay experiences. We wanted to make sure that we focus the combat a little bit more. With the new Vex network map, we really wanted to make sure we hit is like, hey, you're shoulder to shoulder more often.
Oh,
There's not
dude,
as
people are
much
going to be falling
deep
off the
sight
map.
lines
Tractor
that you're
cannon people
interacting
off
with.
the
And a
map.
lot of the flow of the map
Tractor
is actually
cannon
built
people off the
around
map,
this, like, kind of central
100%.
pillar of the Vex network that you're orienting around.
And there's also some modes coming too, right?
We've got a new PvP game mode coming that's all about relics. It's about multiple relics, so it's not just
I wanna
one
see this.
like the Scorch game mode from the past. So we've got the shield coming from Vault of Glass. We've got the spear back from Season of the Risen.
And we've got the scythe from Season of the Haunted.
Yeah, so you're going to be reaping Guardians with that thing. It's a lot more tactical gameplay. It's all about running around the map, claiming these relic dispensers, and then grabbing them in order to push for victory.
I will take what I need. The words
gonna be dope.
in my throat are the weapon in my fist.
We were feeling pretty Hivey this season, obviously.
Obviously.
There's something in the air. And so when thinking about like, what's a good raid reprisal that would really suit this very Hivey season?
Here it comes.
There's only one answer.
Damn it! I mean, yay.
I have seen what the Hive call a god.
Okay, there's the bridge. There's the lamps. There's the plate.
Only a true
Necrochasm. Necrochasm was right there. Oh my, they did bring the Age of Triumph armor. I'm so glad you brought the armor back. That would have been a huge throw. They saved it.
Heading into the final shape, we really want to rally all Guardians. At
I'm
the
glad
end
they
of
brought the armor
Light
back.
Darkness Saga. We want to
I'm
reduce those power
I'm happy.
barriers as well
'Cause now
as
chat's gonna have a
tactical
reason to
on
play it.
key story beats and make sure that they have a really great and easy time connecting with other players.
Show that armor set again, and we're out of here.
In the final shape, we're
We don't
trying
wanna
to
see
find
Shadow
ways to
Keep.
make power more simple and easy to understand, and also lowering the barrier to entry.
It's going to make it easier for players who have not been able to jump into game easily because they were held back by the challenges in grinding for the power levels that are required by these different activities.
One of the major changes that's going to be happening starting with the final shape is there are going to be a certain number of activities that are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to approach it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you can do, things that are just meant to be experienced a certain way.
Things like nightfall strikes that will still have power enabled, and that's where we're really going to focus the whole power climb.
The raids, the contest modes that everybody loves to engage with, that experience is
I get why they made that change. They want people to experience the game.
I think there will be a lot more clarity for players in terms of understanding the relative difficulty of things, where they sit now in the spectrum.
One way that we're trying to do that is making it easier for new players to engage with you. So we're introducing something that we're calling Fire Team Power.
You can actually bring your friends along to play any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait them to be at a certain power level.
What?
The person with the highest power in your fire team is actually going to bring all the others.
Oh, we got a
power
boosting
level,
system.
Which means that there's no barriers really
1980,
for any other guardian
2000.
to join you in this high-level content.
When it's combined with Fire Team Finder, it also allows you to find strangers, people you've never played with before, and have that same experience. That's all regardless of the power level of you and the rest of the people in your fire team.
Fire Team Finder is the new feature that's coming in Season 23, aimed at helping connect and find other people to complete the best and most aspirational content.
That's the LFG?
In Destiny. We have a tag system that allows players to be able to say, well, this is my play style. I'm really chill. I'm anti-sweat. I'm just really here to have a good time.
They put tags. I'm a bot.
Tags really allow
I'm an AI.
players to show a little bit more
Need help.
personality, show a little bit more about what they're about. I think what's really
English?
great about it is
They're
with
gonna do
this mod, we're also
languages?
looking at including inclusion tags.
As an example, one of the inclusion tags that we have are for colorblind players. Hopefully the inclusion tags will bring players closer to finding their
That's
community
cool.
and even closer to the people
That's cool.
that they're playing with.
There was
So
like
once
categories
the
for
listing
deaf
goes
there,
live, players will be
colorblind.
put into a
I mean,
listing
bravo
lobby
for
where
that.
Players can gather, they can communicate
Look at
with
the
each
post.
other. So we want
Any
to
level,
make it
beginner
as
friendly, we'll
convenient and
teach.
as easy as possible for players to not just
Dude,
sit
they're adding all these
and stare at a
crazy
screen
filters
for
to
a
it. I
long
mean,
time
honestly,
while their
W.
listing actually fills up.
As a gamer who's typically more solo, I'm especially excited about this because it really is about helping reduce that anxiety and burden that comes with trying to make a new connection.
Honestly, a W.
The feature coming out today that I'm incredibly excited about is Timeline Reflections. Essentially what we have done is we went back to previous expansions and pulled out missions that we felt really represent key narrative beats within our story. We are going to have a mission for Forsaken, mission for Beyond Light, as well as a mission for Witch Queen.
Thanks for the memories, Guardian.
The neat thing about these missions is they're not going to be like one-to-one for how you would experience them in the campaign. You're also going to get additional pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that
It
this
helps the
happened, and here are the people
for
you
people
met
that don't have
along
the
way.
DLCs.
A really big one that's really timely for Final Shape is Cade's Last Stand from Forsaken.
They get to relive this, you know?
This is a moment that a lot of players, new and old, are going to come back to Destiny. I think this is just the right time to introduce features that are going to allow those players to
What's
jump
up with
right
the shoe
in
game?
and
All these
find people to
motherfuckers
play
got
with and
shoes
enjoy this
on, dude.
content regardless of their power level.
We're reaching the end of this 10-year journey. What comes next?
Yeah.
The episodes. And the new way we're going to tell stories moving forward.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing. Instead of providing 4 seasons a year, you are going to get 3 larger episodes. And so the first 3 episodes in this coming
That's what I'm talking about.
Echoes, Revenant,
bigger,
and Heresy.
Bigger.
It's coming right after the final shape. And the theme for the year is going to be all about the consequences and aftermath of the final shape. I think
More
it's really the
content, less
cornerstone
seasons.
Of the episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure. The acts act as these anchors for us to introduce new weapons, new artifact mods, new activities. There's going to be new missions coming around the core. There'll be new story moments in every single one of these acts. We're actually providing more
fucking thank God.
cinematic-styled experiences throughout the final shape year.
Roadmaps.
The episodes with it than any of the seasons we've ever developed before.
These new stories are actually playable as standalone. Like each episode is something you can experience, whether you've been playing Destiny for 10 years or this is your first one.
You're going to be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment is that we get
They're
to innovate.
starting to
the
listen.
game. We get to move the game forward.
It's all about change.
We've been asking for that
frequently. It's all
for
about
years.
Deeper story moments. It's all about
Bigger
more
expansions,
weapons, more
less per
loot,
year.
more often, and it really provides the team with a platform.
Just drop
to go
Wrath of the
much
Machine right
deeper
now and
into
just
the
do it.
themes and fantasies and stories
Tell us.
of any individual episode as compared to the seasons you know of today.
I'm so excited to see what the narrative team can do with this kind of new platform of storytelling. Episodes provides this awesome foundation for the future of Destiny.
We're moving into the next stage of Destiny 2. I think some people look at the final shape and they think Destiny 2 is coming to the end. And in many ways, it's the opposite. We're leaning in. We're putting the pedal to the metal. Episodes provide us a new, innovative way for players to engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
Way to go.
What makes a guardian a guardian? Devotion.
I'm actually shocked. I was worried that they were just going to mention a whole bunch of quality of life stuff, and they did the total opposite.
By something greater than ourselves.
Oh, I feel like it's all relieved. I have a future. I have a real future in this game.
We are forged and sharpened into
I'm not fucking leaving
for the fight ahead. We are the final line that halts the second collapse.
All of us. Every Titan. Every Warlock. Every Hunter.
What is it the Guardians say? Devotion inspires bravery.
Bravery inspires sacrifice.
Sacrifice leads to death.
The line between light and dark is so very thin.
Let's cross it together.
There are things out in the dark that only the dark can overcome.
Dude,
Trust me.
Eris
You've heard the stories.
Eris having those hidden powers.
Sacrifice of darkness descending upon humanity.
Marathon's not till 2025 still.
This time.
Yeah, they didn't talk about the subclass.
It's going to be an exciting year for Guardians. We get to make
People that complain about ads, you guys got to learn what Twitch
way
Turbo
back
is.
in 2014.
Don't get ads.
Classic rock blasting, a fire team racing
September's
across
coming
our
up.
solar system,
Easy clap.
And at the end, a simple message: become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year. We're going to be heading inside the Traveler, experiencing a destination unlike anything we've ever built before. We'll face the biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this
Give me that axe.
all alongside a streamlined
Dude, the
progression
axe.
system.
The axe is gonna
allowing
be
us to
insane.
easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the final shape, we're gonna continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians, with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this, we've got Season of the Witch, with a new story, new weapons, new armor, new activities, and new PvP content, all alongside a series of story catch-up missions, allowing any of your friends to jump into the game and get up to speed on what's happening in this world. Then, next week, a brutal reprisal of Crota's End is going to join the ranks of our aspirational content.
Chat, multiple people had swords in their
I can't
hand.
wait to see you all in the throne world.
I don't know if you just
as we
saw
learn
that.
More about the final shape and how we can stop it.
Multiple people had swords in their hand. I'm just happy they brought back the armor. I need screenshots of that armor. If anyone can send me screenshots of that armor in the showcase so I can tweet it. They didn't throw. The community would be happy about that armor set. I didn't want that right there. Give me that super, all of it. The Hunter's cool too. I think the Warlock got scammed. Warlock didn't even get something new. It's from D1. A Titan and Hunter got new.
Might be our last.
That looks insane.
So I'm asking you.
Enemies with stasis and strand and that tower that he's hiding in.
One last time.
On your left. Like just absolutely insane right there. Collector's edition reveal. Let's go. I might buy this one and just give it away. So I think I'm gonna buy this one. Need the link
When
though.
we create a collector's edition, we try and recreate items from the universe for players to enjoy.
If you guys get the link to the
outside of
collector's
game.
edition, post it
this
so I
year
can
we're doing
scoop
a
it.
Destiny 1 tower.
Oh, yeah.
We
Give me
really
that.
try to work hard
I want
at
that.
thinking about 10 years of Destiny
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how best to encapsulate
I'll go right in the
that
back.
experience.
Even as the game dev who've worked on it since day one, like I think
At least sell out
having it
quick.
be the tower is super exciting for us because it's
At
going
least
to
sell
kind of
out quick.
catalog your journey of a player.
Make
from
sure
when
you
first
guys
started playing
post the
Destiny
link in
all the way
chat
to now.
whenever it's available.
The tower, it's kind of like the beacon in which you have a place you can call.
Is it on the Bungie store?
You get the tower. And then there are actual figures of the Vanguard mentors that accompany that architectural model.
And there's a lot of like hidden messages and hidden things.
There's gonna be some fun surprises. We're always trying to push the envelope. And so we've been playing a lot with magnetic locks and sound effects, and lights, just sort of make this experience as a whole really special. It's sort of the perfect symbol of Destiny.
Or has a
I'm so
queue?
excited for
Wow.
it.
Me too.
At least it's coming out February 27th. That's dope that we know that.